Namaste, myself Shri Atanu, Bharatnatyam practitioner, performer, teacher and a learner, though I am still a learner. Speaking what exactly Abhinaya means. Abhinaya is the art of expression in the Indian aesthetics. It is leading an audience towards the experience of a sentiment. Experience, the bhava, sentiments, the rasa. Abhinaya, what we know is about 4 types: Angik Abhinaya, Bachik Abhinaya, Aharya Abhinaya, Satvika Abhinaya. What exactly Angik Abhinaya means? Usually Angik Abhinaya, Aharya Abhinaya and Satvika Abhinaya is usually used in dance. Angik Abhinaya, what we express through the body movements so that the audience or the rasika understand what exactly we try ourselves to explain through bhava, rasa and through dance. Aharya Abhinaya is the one where we use the ornaments and various properties to express the scenario in the dance, in the theatre, where it is again easy for the audience to understand and enjoy what exactly we try to express through our dance. Next is Satvika Abhinaya, which is totally comes from the experience, maturity, sentiment, feelings about the piece which we want to express, which we want to represent through dance. Vachik Abhinaya is very rarely used, where the dancer uses the words or the vachika or the phrase, the sentence, so that it's easy for the audience to understand. Though Vachika Abhinaya is very rarely used in Indian classical dance, especially in Kuchipudi, where the Vachika Abhinaya is used and like that. But mostly all the dances where we try to avoid Vachika Abhinaya while performing. Usually when I was during my tender age, when I was dancing, Abhinaya was the piece, or the Abhinaya was the part of the dance which I never used to like it. I usually preferred to go with the Nritya, pure dance, because whenever it comes to the Abhinaya, I used to thought that I won't be able to express the way my teachers, my mentors, my gurus have explained me. But slowly with the ages, with the working, with the learning from the various maestros, various gurus who has explained me the Abhinayas in the form of a dialogue that made me easy to understand and very easy to express. Now people say that I can do the Abhinaya pieces much better from what I used to do before. So Abhinaya is something which comes according to the maturity of your age, according to seeing more and more of dance, seeing more and more people performing, reading, understanding the song, understanding the lyrics, listening to the song again and again, and thinking more and more about what exactly the piece, Abhinaya piece, tries to explain through its words, through the music and through the dialogues. Suppose there is a piece, a small padam, Indendu Vachitive, Indendu Vachitivija Alaga illugadu podu popo da. Here the Naika, who is very angry with the Nayaka, who has come very late. But the Nayaka then says, "Why have you come here? Please go away from here. I don't want to meet with you. You are supposed to come this time, but you have arrived so late, so please go away. Please move away from here." But since the Naiki or the Nayika here is Uttama Nayika, she cannot say the Nayak or the hero in a very rough, rude manner, because she is a dignified lady. So there is a way to express her sadness, her anger, her irritation, to say that you go away from here, but again in a more dignified way. This is what the Nayaki or the Nayika expresses herself according to the various parts of Nayika. Uttama Nayika, Madhyama Nayika, Mugdha Nayika. So every Nayika depends on different layers and they behave according to their characteristics. If you ask me, like suddenly which song or which piece you feel very comfortable to go and perform on stage as a padam or as an abhinaya piece, if you ask me. So I usually prefer, I used to not to dance according to the abhinaya, because I used to thought that I am not applicable to, or rather I am not like a proper dancer who can perform a good abhinaya or can explain nicely the abhinaya. But sometimes learning, reading and working more with the teachers, listening to what exactly teachers want to say and understanding the song according to the dialogue form makes the dancer to understand the abhinaya. I performed one Rama Bhajanam, Shri Ramachandra Kripalu Bhajumana. It's a bhajan, it's a type of a padam or an abhinaya piece where the lyrics have attracted me a lot from the bottom of my heart, where I gave my full, so that I can try to explain, I can try to express more and more. And that song made me inclined more towards that piece, that I gave my full, so that that piece was able to be presented in a very nice way and acceptable by the audience. Why? Since the language was in a Hindi, sometimes the language is in Bengali also, sometimes the language is Tamil, Telugu, which is not our own colloquial or mother tongue or language. But again, we always prefer and say that it's always better to read more and more and to translate what exactly the lines says, which makes the dancer to present the abhinaya, to present this piece more nicely and with full freedom. So this was about my experience, how I learned abhinaya. And I always say abhinaya suddenly, it doesn't come suddenly. It takes time, with the mature of ages, with the changes of time, with the changes of surrounding, with the changes of listening, makes us brings out the abhinaya more and more. And the same piece, if you perform again and again, instead of changing the piece of the abhinaya which you are performing, if you perform the same piece again and again, every time you can feel that abhinaya becomes much better, and you also makes the audience soulful, soothing dance acceptable by them. Thank you. Stay safe, stay healthy. Hope we will recover and overcome this pandemic, this worst situation very soon. Keep dancing. Thank you.